we know we're gonna need the logo for Eskom, ne? So let's quickly go look for it. What? Mm-hmm. Two? Oh yes, I've already done that. I'm recording. We are broke this week. Yes. No, we are broke. Why would you buy data? Oh, you guys don't have. Yeah, I get you. She'll get you what? I'll forget it. Data. We don't even give you Wi-Fi passwords. But we know there are people with Wi-Fi password here. How they get it? They don't want to tell you we have got Wi-Fi passwords. I know them. They are here. Okay. So we're doing an app for Eskom wherein you'll put in your money. Electricity is very expensive these days, eh? I mean, there was a time when I was growing up, at the 20 rand electricity could survive us for almost 2 months. Now 20 rand, I think it's 2 units, 3 units. You can't even plug a heater, you know. Yes. And these days we've got a lot of appliances that use electricity. Ne? Those days, it used to be one light. That's it. You know. The time of electricity when it was coming to our village, if you've got 2 lights, you were very rich. Yeah, just one. It was not even wired. You plug it there on the wall. You can see the wire moving. It's here. When you go to sleep, the parents take the light to the bedroom. And if you keep plugging it out, you will hear them screaming, hey, what are you doing there? Those were the time, eh? I can see most of you when you were born, there was electricity already. You wish there was not. That time was lit. You could not even tell there's no electricity. Darkness was the fire. Because you will argue about the time. It's not late. It's 8. You're like, there's still light. You're like, because no watches, nothing. These days, we even have apps to tell us that come back home. Hey, if you're out, I've got a WhatsApp group for family. I don't even like it. Because now you see other funny messages. People will start sending you messages, say, by the way, I'm not coming back today. Hey, man. How do you have such bravery? I could not have imagined saying such things during my age. these days 15 years old are telling their parents, by the way, I'm not coming back. Hmm? Can you imagine that? Most of these things are things that I must not talk about anymore. Ne? Yes. These are obvious things. Don't do it. Now your screens are off. You are just listening and watching. Yes, my Eskom. Done. Okay, deal with those basic things I always tell you to remove. Windows start position, center screen, minimize, maximize, both these to false. Deal with my Eskom logo here until it appears nicely. Okay, so let me run it for the first time so that the second time is not that difficult. This one will be the quickest one. But this, the background here, the back end, it's a little bit, you know, especially when calculating that if you give us 100 rand, we must go online and check how do they calculate the units of 100 rand, né? And write that formula down for any amount. You know, Mus. Just, yo, I'm broke. I just remember I bought electricity for 40 rand. Was it 40 rand? I think 40 rand. The units was 17. If not 11 units, 40 rand. Yeah, that's a rip-off. Okay, my app is there. I like it. Okay, what do we need on when you buy electricity? Eh? That time. We usually just ask you for the meter box number, ne? And I think is it a 10-digit number? Or it's more than 10? Is it 10-digit number or it's more than 10? 8. 13. No, it's supposed to be 10. There's the last number that you don't read. Sometimes it's the first, sometimes it's the last. Meter number. After meter number, what should we ask you? The amount. What else? That's it. Then we'll give you your things, ne? Okay. What is usually displayed when you buy electricity? What do we call that digit number? No one has ever bought electricity on their phone here and they still have the thing. You breathed. Come on, guys. You don't know. But there's a couple of things that are displayed there, isn't it? No, this can be. So I'm going to introduce another thing maybe we've never used before called a group box, ne? So we'll have what do they call those digits, guys? Token. Yeah. And then they display the token in what? Units. Okay. And what? VAT. Anything else? The amount again. Yeah, the amount will be this one. That's the only thing we need, eh? Okay. All right. Now, in this form, what is we're missing something. Where's this blue for Eskom? Is it this one? No. Let's find this one. But yeah, that is just a button. Trying now to just move everything to be in line. Okay, so you're gonna give us your meter number together with your amount, ne? So let me make the text alignment here to be on the center. No, center. Fine. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things that must be renamed, ne? We're starting here. So this must be renamed into what? Meter number text box. Okay, maybe there's need to magnify so that even when you are watching, so that is this one, meter number text box. And if you have named it, when you click the second one, it immediately takes you to the name of the other one, eh? So that you can name this. This one is what? Amount text box. Done. Let's go to the button. There we go. It's called button 1. This will be purchase BTN. Okay, we go to the token. Instead of label, we'll just say token LB. Okay, unit. This will be units LB. This is for label. VAT. This will be VAT LB. Always start with a small letter on these things, ne? I think I've mentioned that before. Always start with a leading small letter. So basically, this is what the app will look like. Let's see how it definitely looks like. Okay, the app looks something like this. Reduce the size. This is how the app will look like, ne? You will come here, you will give us your meter number, right? 10 digits. We'll control this to only allow 10 digits. You'll come here, you will give us your amount. We'll control this to give us just an amount, and you will hit purchase. When you hit purchase, your details will be displayed here. Hallelujah. Is that going to be difficult to do, guys? Remember, even the airtime one, you can do it in the same style. Okay, so let's start the programming part. I need this to give me only 10 digits. So maximum length should be 10. This is fine. I don't know how many I want here. The rest is also okay. Then I'll come to the button purchase, double click and go to the back end. Now, when you hit purchase, we must make sure that you have given us an amount which is greater than. What is the minimum amount you can buy electricity for? 30 rand, ne? So we must make sure that the amount you gave us is above 30, ne? So that's the first thing we must do. So we'll say we have an amount which will be sitting at double. We have an amount on double. This will be equal to the convert to double. What are we converting? We're converting whatever you have typed on the text box, ne? So what is the text box of the amount? It's called amount text box dot text. So this will be changed into a double. Now we're going to check first if ever this is greater than 30. So we'll say if the amount is greater than, should it be 30 or 29? If it's greater or equal to 30, right? So that also 30 rand is purchasable, ne? If it's greater than 30, then we'll do something. Okay, this is the something we do. Else, we'll tell you using a message box dot show that minimum amount should be. Are we watching statuses? Oh, class should be 30 rand. Capiche, ne? So if it's above or greater, if it's equal to 30 or greater than 30, we'll start to do what we want to do, ne? But if it's less, you can tell Uri, we'll be given a message, ne? So let's test this part first. There we go. So we're buying electricity. Meter number is not important for now, ne? Let's check. If you give us 10, is this greater than 30? So when I say purchase, you see it gives me a message to say minimum amount should be 30 rand, ne? So nothing will work until you give us a minimum. Let's say 31. Then something will, you can see I don't have a message anymore, ne? But we don't have a message because there's nothing happening as yet. We're together, ne? Right. Now let's also go and deal with there should be a meter box number, right? And then so I will say and, let me increase here. So this is the amount and, not an or, ne? And the meter box number text box dot text, right, is not equals to nothing. Okay, yeah, that works. So what I'm saying here is to say if there is nothing entered here, ne, continue to say we need an amount, ne, if you didn't give us a meter box number. So I'm going to verify by making sure that minimum amount should be 30 rand. Then I will also display another message. So I need to display this message because I need two of them. Is it two? No, one will do. I'll just say, start here by saying meter number is required. Then I'll say dot/n. Done. Let me show you what I'm speaking about. How does this affect my app so far? Now let's check it out. So if you just press purchase, oh, it failed to convert. It just failed to convert because the string was not in the correct format. Because you want to control that they've entered something, Correct. But if they enter a text instead of an amount, what's gonna happen? Ooh. Yeah, as I said, this has a lot of things happening in the background. But let me deal with it because you'll be watching this on the video, so it will be easy to follow. So the first thing we must deal with is to say there must be something that is entered in both of them. So let me help you out again. This will be a lit video to watch. No coding yet, double clicking on the purchase button again. So if you are going to be watching this video, we're starting afresh again. Yes, I just realized we need to do something first. First of all, we need to check if ever the user is given us something here and something here. They can't just give us a meter number and they don't give us a what? An amount. So let's immediately start with that. So we're going to say if on the meter box number dot text dot length, if this is greater than 0, and what is the other one? The amount text box dot text dot length, if also this one is also greater than 0, that means something was entered. Let me read it for you again. What am I talking about? Okay, listen first, you'll write. We are saying on this text box, if someone has entered something, when I say this text box dot text, that means I'm looking for the text which is inside. If I say dot text dot length, I'm looking for the length of that text. So if, for example, you type 22, what would be the length of that? 2. If you type 100, the length will be 3. If you don't type anything, the length will be what? 0. So I'm saying this text box dot text dot length, if it's greater than 0, that means something was entered. Right? It can't just be greater than 0. That means something was entered. The same applies to the amount. That means something was entered. Right? That's where we'll do something. Else, that's the part where we'll do the message box dot show. But our message box now will be different from the one I did initially. So this one will then say on this message box, we'll say meter number and meter number or amount. What? Meter number or amount is required. Okay, then we put something like this. Not or, and. Okay, let me show you the effect of this now. Okay, the effect of this is to say, if I don't enter anything, and I press purchase, do you see what it says? Meter number and amount is required, What if I enter an amount and I say 12 and I press purchase? It still says meter number and amount is what? Required. Because one of these has a length which is less than, which is not greater than 0. So that's why we needed to say the length of the text. The length of this text is what? 2. But this is still what? 0. That's why I'm saying both of the lengths must be what? Greater than what? 0. Hence I'm using and instead of an or here. Okay, so let's say both of them are greater than 0 indeed. What are we going to do? This is the part where we start with now saying, check if the amount is greater than 30 altogether. Okay. So now we're going to say if, no, not if. We're going to say double amount, this will be equal to the same statement I was doing now. I just needed to delete so that we start it from the scratch to double. So we're converting that text box to be a double number. So that will be an amount text box dot text being converted to become a double. Not only that, hey, why do I have a warning here? Oh, the program is running. Okay. So here it is. So if this is convertible to become a double, good. We will then have to deal with what? To check if ever it's greater than what? Than that. If ever the amount is greater or equals to 30, we'll do something. This one, it's going to kill you. Else, message box dot show. This time around we're telling them that the amount is too little, né? We're going to be saying minimum amount is done. Okay, test our theory. There we go. So remember, you must give us something for it to work, ne? Okay, if I say 2 purchase, now the error is different. It's telling us what? Minimum amount should be what? 30, ne? So if you give us something above 30, you know, nothing will happen so far. I didn't control this part. What must happen after it's 30? So after it's 30 or above 30, we're supposed to generate what? A token, calculate the unit, calculate the what? The VAT. Ooh. Then we're done with our app. So this is the part when it's 30, ne? And above. So this is where it's supposed to happen. So we're going to have a double variable called VAT. What is the other variable that we have? Okay. So VAT is 15% of the amount you gave us, ne? Correct? So let's quickly calculate it. VAT will be equal to, how do we calculate 15%? It will be amount divided by 100, ne? Multiplied by 0.15. Is that not correct? Correct, ne? Okay. And then we got our VAT, ne? What else should we calculate? How do they calculate? Like 1 unit is how much? Give me the numbers. How much is 1 unit? Because we have taken out the VAT, so the remaining amount should be this. Check this out. So amount now should be this. Amount should be equal to amount minus VAT. You get it, ne? So now we must now calculate the units based on the amount. So let's say you are purchasing for 100 rand. They take 15 rand. That is for the government, ne? 15 rand for the government. Then you're actually buying electricity for how much? 85 rand. Now I want to find out how much is 1 unit based on Eskom. Come on, tell me. No info yet. Oh, you guys. But if I was just to say latest episode for Skim Sam, it was gonna be up already. How much is 1 unit, guys? Thank you, Mure. How much is 1 unit, guys? Electricity. You're not finding it? Come on, guys. No one is getting any win.
But sir,
Mm?
I don't think there's a specific units for like, because when you buy electricity on a month end, you get less. You can buy for 100 rand on month end and get maybe 40. And then when you buy on the 7th during the grants and everything, the units are higher.
Okay,
Yeah.
here it's saying only 6 rand 70 cents per unit.
60.
6 rand.
6 rand. Aye. That means 20 rand give you 2 units.
That's too much.
I bought electricity for 50 rand.
Yeah?
Me, 27.5 units.
Divided by 50.
27.5.
So let's divide from her amount. You bought electricity for?
50 rand.
Yeah. So let's do 50 rand. So it will be 50 rand divided by 100. Multiply by 0.15. So I'm left with. Huh? Hey, what am I doing? Give me the units.
27.5.
27.5. So that is 50 divided by 27.5. Let's just go with a logic, which means 1 unit is 1.81. That will be difficult.
Let's say 2 rand.
1 unit is 2 rand.
Yes.
That means you guys are saying 200 rand electricity is actually 100 units. That's a lie. Let's increase it to 3 rand 50. 1 unit is 3 rand 50. Yeah, let's put it like that. Let's say 1 unit is 3 rand 50. Let's put it at 3 rand 50, guys. But then how do you do it? So we'll say units. Guys, you guys are the one doing maths. I'm not doing maths. How do we get 1 unit to be? Oh, so we divide the amount with the unit to get how many units we get, ne? So unit will be equal to amount divided by, we're saying it's 3 rand 50, ne? 3.50. Is that correct? Okay. Remember, we don't have the token yet, ne? Token, we're going to do that thing of randomizing, but we're no longer randomizing one number this time. We have to randomize. How many digits are there? Is it 21? 20 digits, ne? It's is it 5 blocks of 4 numbers? Okay. Yo, that will be a lot of things. But it's fine. Now, let's go display these numbers. So, we will say the unit label dot text is equals to we must say the unit. So to say unit dot to string. Not only that, we add it together with another string. Units, we calculate them with what? Is it kilowatts? KW H. You sure? 100 of 100. Huh? 100%. Oh, I thought you were saying I must write 100. Okay. What other thing are we displaying? The VAT, ne? So VAT label dot text will be equal to. Now the VAT start with the rand, isn't it? Then we'll add the vet dot to string. Done. Okay, we don't have the token, so there's nothing much we can do so far beside that. Right, remember you must give us this, ne? Then you must give us, let's go with the simple one. 100 rand, what do you think will be the things? It makes sense, eh? I think it makes sense. Huh? Why is this 0.15? Something is wrong with our vet. What did you do with the vet? Vet is equals to this. Oh, okay. Vet will be, wait. What's happening here with our formula for vet, guys?
You don't divide by 100. Just multiply.
So I just say amount multiply by
0.15.
Okay. Oh, now I get it. Some token, 100 rand. So I'm expecting 15 rand here. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay, we're talking now. That one who said they bought 600 rand and for 150, it's equivalent. It's equivalent. Ne? We just need the token now. Then we're done with this app, ne? But if you check this app, it's not like it has got a lot of code. Like there isn't much that is really new. I mean, you have been seeing .text for a very long time. The only thing that maybe it's, I mean, even this, there was a time I was teaching you about doubles and saying salary, what. You should bring that knowledge here now. You remember that app we're doing for double, you know, for shopping and all those things. Their knowledge is needed here. Problem is when you don't come to work. Okay, now, you know when we are dealing with random, just like last week, we start by calling the function random at the top. We call it rand here. We say it's equals to new random. Like that. This will allow us to call random wherever we are. So now we need random here. We need the token. So the token, I'm going to put it as a string. Ne? So I'll say string token. It's equals to. Let me put it as an empty string for now. Ooh, this will be lit. Those numbers are divided into four, ne? Four groups of 5. Okay. All right. Let's go then. Then I will say integer group 1, group 2, group 3. Do you have an idea of what I'm trying to do here? Group 4, group 5. Done. There's nothing in these integers, ne? I'm going to put something now. Then I will say group 1 will be equal to the rand dot next. This time around, our starting position will be 1,000 all the way to 999. Not even this, to 10,000. Because 10,000 is excluded, ne? So the number before 10,000 is what? You get it? So that will be that. And then I will say this is equals to group 1. Let me see if this will give me an error. To string. Because that was a number. Group 1 to string. Ooh, let's see. I'm not yet using group 2, group 3, group 4. Ne? I'm just generating for what? Group 1. So let me go display the token. So token label dot text will be equal to token, just like that, because this is a string. No need to say to string. And watch the guru do the things. Come on, load. It is loaded. You maximize here so that you can see. We start here, the number of the meter number, the amount 100 rand. It's above 30, so it will work. Purchase. Can you see it generated a number for me? First 4 digits, ne? Is this thing difficult? What? So you already anticipate what's gonna happen to group 2, ne? So the very same thing you did to group 1, you just change the group. You just copy this line, ne? You copy exactly this line, like that. You paste it underneath. Hey, when here, hey, click, man. What's happening? Still thinking. Oh, now it's deciding to click. Here, you copy it. You can't paste it here. What do you change? From group 1, you put what? 2. But then now, check this out. When you come here, you can't just say display only group 1. Eh? You must say plus group 2. Group 2 dot to what? To string. Done. Oh, only one semicolon. Done. But you will see now, because group 1 and group 2, the numbers are not supposed to be together. Eh? You need to separate them with a space. I'm going to show you now without them being separated. There we go. Meter number. Here's my meter number. Electricity is 100. Purchase. Do you see they are now together? So we need to put a space before this and this. Okay, please don't take time. Let's quickly go. So between these two, you will say plus. You just put a space. Plus. But it can't just be, it has to be something like this. At least a space. Now you will see when I run this, and I am busy saying this is the meter number and this is 100 rand, they are now separated. Come on, guys. I don't know what to teach anymore. You know everything. You guys are gurus. So guess what? How many groups do I have? 5, ne? I'm gonna copy this. I can't copy one anymore. I'm copying both of them. Okay. I don't need the last group. So this will be group 5, group 4, group 3. And I just need to increase here. You know. Copy all of this. Paste it again. Paste it again. And delete the last one. Okay, this is dealing with plus space in between. Last group is which group? 5. Okay, group 5 is sorted. The other group is group what? 4. Group 4 is sorted. Then we're gonna have to go to group. From 4 we go to 3, ne? Group 3. Okay, there's an error here. We'll jump into group 3. There we go. No more error. Group 3, group 2, group 1. Done. There might just be a need for us to do the following. To say, let me see if this thing have got a text alignment. Middle center. Just want to see something. Yeah, but the app is done now. There's nothing much from me. As you can see, it's an Eskom app. You're supposed to give it meter number. You're supposed to give it the amount of electricity you're buying. Then you hit purchase. Here is my token. Here is my what. Here is my VAT. But they're still not displaying nice. So, knowing me, that I'm a guru, what I can do is, can at least try to move this here. Not even that. Yeah, maybe here, it's fine. VAT, the what. Yeah, this should be fine. Okay. This is the last demonstration. And it was being recorded, so no need to cry. You are submitting 2 of them, eh? Today. This one you are submitting now, before lunch. Yeah. Purchase, you know. If it's 200, purchase. You can see things are moving, eh? They keep changing. I'm worried about the decimal numbers here. They are too much, eh? Too much decimal numbers. 1,000. Imagine you put these numbers and they work, eh? Eh? Oh, come on. Haven't you tried to get some airtime during the ages? We did, eh? It never worked. Okay. Stop the recording.